we as Muslims have to have submission, certainty, no questions asked, no strings attached. The other side, and that's why you find many of them starting to be good and strong and mashallah, and all of a sudden, I have doubts. Why? The Prophet married Aisha when she was 9. You're a kafir.
Question for you, O Muslim. If there is a contradiction between the Book of Allah, i.e. the Qur'an, and a solitary hadith, Khabar al-Ahad, attributed to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which one would you prefer? And do you not say there are no contradictions? There surely is contradictions between hadiths. There is a contradiction between hadith and mutawatir sunnah, and there's certainly contradictions between what is attributed to Allah and His Messenger through the hadith and what is in the Qur'an. What would you do? Let me give you an example. Understand the Qur'an that you carry, you are misinterpreting, distorting the true message of Allah. This is satanic. As Satan says, I'll be waiting on the straight path, waiting to lure them and tempt them from your path and drag them to hell. So expect the devil to use the rhetoric of Qur'an and Sunnah. Expect the devil to talk about God, but he will misinterpret God. He will lie about God. So now, since hadith is like this, and I do not put it on the same level as the Qur'an, the primary source, the word of God, transmitted definitively, left by the Messenger of God himself. When Sayyidah Aisha, al-Mu'minin, was correcting the Sahaba themselves, Abdullah ibn Umar or Abu Huraira, saying, Abu Huraira, you're saying that the Prophet said this, but you got it wrong. Abdullah ibn Umar, you're saying that the Prophet said this, but you got it wrong. You're claiming that the Prophet said this, but the Book of Allah says such and such. Aisha was teaching you this. So if the Sahaba can get it wrong, can other individuals, can they not get it wrong? Why do we have to vouch for them like we're dying for them? As if guidance and salvation is confined to or limited to individuals. Imagine a scenario where there are certain hadith reporters in Mecca, certain reporters in Medina, some in Iraq. The ones in Iraq do not rely upon the ones in Medina. The ones in Medina do not rely upon those in Egypt. And they all disagree with their men. Some say these narrators are weak, some say they're reliable, etc. Does that mean the religion of Allah is going to change based on individual men? The religion cannot be confined to mere individuals or solitary reports. I heard from him, It needs mass transmission. Qur'an and Sunnah is mass transmitted. Wake up, O Ummah. And speaker, do not fall for the lie of the deceptive charlatans who have hijacked the true religion, the divine religion of Allah, established by the Qur'an and the Sunnah. As Allah says, we are the one who revealed the dhikr, i.e. the Qur'an, and we are its protectors. The Qur'an is protected, the Qur'an is preserved, evidence is clear. Hold on to the Book of Allah. Whatever contradicts it, it's not from Allah.